All right, ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome to another great episode on your favorite political talk show, The Truth, with Ben Jokes. Thousands protest in Brazil against lawmakers' immunity bill. You can see the crowd in that picture. And recently, we saw the protest in Nepal. This is how developing countries and third world countries are taking their country back. And I have maintained that if Nigerians can demand credible election through protests, it will work. But we need number. This is not about candidacy. We are not talking about vote for this man now. No. What we are saying is that we as Nigerians should demand, Nigerians from that support all political parties should come together to say, let us have our election results transferred from the polling unit to the IREV so that there will be no need to challenge the winner in court. Let us know that anybody that is declared, we can even calculate by ourselves and know the winner even before he is declared. This does many things for us. Number one, it removes the burden of illegitimacy on the person who occupies the office at Aso Rock. Then two, it will make politicians to work for the people since they will need the people's votes for re-election. There is no downside to this. Not this electoral system of today where everything depends on vote buying and result sheet manipulation. If we continue like this country will sink. Now, let us look at the top stories. First is that report coming from northwest Nigeria. If you still think that our security forces are in charge of this country at this moment, then follow this update. And next is that update coming from Florida, USA. FCT Minister Nyesom Wike is in trouble as a forensic investigator from Teesside University, United Kingdom, exposes him and his family to the Attorney General of Florida, USA. Their acts of money laundering, public corruption, and other violations may now be tried in a US court. This was how it began before Ekweremadu ended up the way he did. Before I show you details of these top stories and how Nigerians reacted, let me quickly show you this video. The Commissioner of Finance, Taraba State, Sarah Adi, hired another woman to write her ICANN exam for her. Then an Access Bank manager did the same. And they were caught red-handed. Watch this video.
Tell me your name.
Yes. My name is Livet Felix.
Your name is what?
Livet.
Livet Felix. Okay. So why are you here?
I'm here to write an ICANN exam for Sarah.
Can you please speak up? I need you to.
Sarah.
Sarah. Yeah, mention it louder because
Sarah.
Okay. You are writing for Sarah Adi, right? Okay.
So who is she?
Who is she?
She's an ICANN member.
She's not a member. She's an ICANN student.
Who is she?
So can you please tell me your name, your address, and your phone number?
My name is Livet Felix.
Okay. Your
Stays in Grace Junior. Bypass Grace Junior.
Grace Junior.
Yes, sir.
Bypass. Okay. What's your phone number? Can you please?
08033 629
Okay.
And please, you've not answered the other question. Who
Is this?
sent you to write these exams? Who directed you? The owner of this something. What did you say is the name? Sarah.
Sarah.
So who is the Sarah?
Enoch Adi.
Okay, writing for Sarah Adi.
She has mentioned it that she's writing for
that's what I'm
Sarah
saying.
Adi.
Who is the person? Where does the person work?
Where does the person work?
live? We need the identity of the person.
I don't really know the person.
But you told me earlier when we were talking, you said you work. I was trying to confirm your information. You said you work in Ministry of Education, Ministry of Finance. So most likely you mentioned that the person's office. Am I correct? So
Not the person office.
The
who now
Minister of
works at
Finance you
Ministry of
mentioned
Finance?
earlier. So who was it you linked to the Minister of Finance?
Do you know that what you're telling me is not true? Because what you told me, I confirmed. I know when she mentioned it, I checked on her CRM
Yes.
from office,
Yes.
and I confirmed the address to be the address of the person who sent her.
Okay.
Because I saw when she mentioned it, I confirmed. Okay, fine, good. Before I ask you a question, you saw me going to open my system. I have looked using the student registration number. I have the person's data. everything you were confirming, and that was why I knew. As you mentioned, I asked you for the phone number. I asked you for when you registered, and everything you gave me didn't match what is on the record in my system, and that's why. So
What I'm telling you is truth, but just I don't know the woman in person.
you don't personally know the person.
contracted
So
you?
who
So who
contracted you?
contracted you? Just feel free. Who contracted you?
Joshua.
The name of the person is Joshua.
Where does he work? Eh?
I don't know.
You see,
Was he the ghost?
don't worry, Olu. Do you know what we're going to do? All the information we're getting here. Oh, sorry. All the information we're it's okay. All the information we're getting here, we're going to get double verification from the police.
Yes.
Since we want to make it easy.
That is it.
I think that is the only thing. We'll go with the police after taking the report.
Because she is not ready to say the
Since
truth.
we want to make it easy, we want
You
to make
don't-
it
so you
easy
work
for
on
them
the
and they don't
road?
want it.
So if you give us
They give you
information,
on the
you
road?
just go.
I don't know the person.
There's no need to waste our time.
Do all the recordings you are doing. All of them, you take their recording. But now that they are trying to be difficult, after writing the report, you go with them to police.
Can you please tell me your name?
My name is Abraham Moses.
Your name is what?
Abraham Moses.
Okay. Why are you here?
I'm here to write an ICANN exam
For who?
for Mr. Martins Emmanuel.
Martins Emmanuel.
Yes.
Okay. Where do you reside?
I reside opposite Catholic Cathedral, that's it.
Okay, my 6. Okay. What's your phone number? Can you mention your phone number?
070
Okay.
6243
Okay.
9681.
You saw that. The lady was there to write an ICANN exam for the Commissioner of Finance Taraba State, Mrs. Sarah Addy, and the man was there to write for a certain Mr. Martins, who is a manager at Access Bank. Now, let us not even pretend that this is new, because we all know that it is not. Our educational system in the last 10 years has been bastardized. And the funny thing is that these people that were caught here now are going to be punished. But I don't think that that commissioner and that manager will be punished because they have money to get out of it. They were just lying to them that when you give us the full information, we will let you go. It is not going to happen. They are the common men. They are the ones that took this dangerous path, and they will be punished severely. And this decay in the educational system started from the very top. Most of the politicians in Nigeria today are using fake results. What kind of country is this? Now, the effect of this on the society is catastrophic. Do you know that universities in Nigeria today, some students don't bother going to class once they discover who the lecturers are for all their courses for that semester? They just calculate how much they will pay each lecturer for each course, and they will pay at once like another school fees. There is price for students who want all B's. There is price for the ones who want all C's. This is what we are building as a society. Corruption everywhere. And it starts from the very top. The man in Aso Rock wields a fake certificate. Senators and commissioners, ministers are using fake certificates. So what do you want to tell the young ones? If we don't change this direction we are going as a nation, this will consume us all. In the same country, electoral system bastardized, educational system fraud, religious system fraud, employment fraud. Haba Nigeria. We need to begin to rewrite the story of this country. Now, let us look at the top stories. First is that disgraceful report coming from Northwest Nigeria, and next is that big one against the FCT minister Nyesom Wike, his wife and children. UK forensic investigator alarms the Florida Attorney General over the open corruption of Nyesom Wike in the country, and the US is about to begin a showdown on the FCT minister. Let's start by taking that update from Northwest Nigeria. Look at how the papers reported it. Now, this is actually a very quick one, so let's go. Repentant terrorists came to a peace meeting with the Nigerian government with AK-47 rifles, grenade launchers, GMG, etc., and they threatened to attack if government doesn't listen to them. Afterwards, they all went back to the bush with their weapons after the peace deal. This was shown on live TV. Something is really wrong with this country. Now, these are pictures of the people that were just described. You can see the weapons they are carrying. This one is even smiling. Look at them. Some of them are wearing camouflage, the army uniform. This is something that if an ordinary Nigerian should wear it on the streets, he go do frog jump, tire. Soldiers will molest him. But these guys wore it, carried weapons, and faced the soldiers. You can see this one. Look at what he's carrying, grenade launcher. Look at this. And during the peace deal, they were so bold. They said if security forces, if Nigeria does not do as they have said, they will continue their attack. So this thing they call peace deal. The other day I said it was a surrender. I said it is Nigeria, whether it is small communities or local governments, surrendering to bandits. Somebody argued with me. I hope you can see it now. They come with their weapons, they go back with their weapons and leave conditions, and you still pay them. And when they exhaust that money, they will come back and continue to wreak havoc. This is the situation of this country under the APC. This is why we can never defeat insurgency with the APC in power. If Nigeria does not end the APC will end Nigeria. And just as Nigerians were yet reacting to that update that has sent fear into the camp of the FCT minister Nyesom Wike began making the rounds. Look at how the papers reported it. UK forensics experts petitions Florida Attorney General over Wike's family property deals in US. Henry Omorere, a digital forensics investigator from Teesside University in the United Kingdom, has formally petitioned the Florida Attorney General for information and updates on alleged money laundering, public corruption, and other violations. The petition involves Nigeria's Federal Capital Territory Minister Nyesom Ezenwo Wike, his wife Justice Eberechi Suzette Nyesom Wike, and their 3 children Jordan, Jacqueline, and Jasmine Nyesom Wike. In a letter dated September 21, 2025, addressed to Honorable James Uthemia, with copies sent to the Florida Supreme Court and Director of the Public Information Office, Omere described the matter as one of significant public interest and potential serious criminal violations that has been widely reported by reputable media outlets including Sahara Reporters, Business Day, and People's Gazette, as well as public statements from Nigerian activist Omoyele Sowore. According to the letter, Wike, a Nigerian public official earning approximately $5,000 annually, allegedly used his wife and children to acquire millions of dollars worth of real estate in Winter Springs, Florida. Omorere detailed 3 properties reportedly involved a $2 million mansion at 113 Spring Creek Lane purchased in March 2025, 209 Hatherwood Court purchased in July 2021 for $459,157 and transferred to his son Joaquin, and 208 Heatherwood Court purchased in September 2023 for $465,000 and transferred to his daughter Jasmine. The report indicates that these acquisitions were structured through opaque all-cash transactions and quit-claim deeds executed by Mrs. Nyesom Wike, deliberately omitting Mr. Wike's name from the paperwork to evade scrutiny and violate Nigerian asset disclosure laws, the petition said. This pattern of behavior is alleged to constitute first-degree felonies under Florida law and violations of the U.S. Money Laundering Control Act. Highlighting the broader significance, Omorere noted the precedent for U.S.-Nigeria collaboration in recovering stolen assets, referencing the recent return of $52.88 million to Nigeria. He wrote, "This case presents another critical opportunity to uphold the principles of justice and demonstrate that the U.S. financial system is not a safe haven for the proceeds of foreign corruption." And look at how Nigerians reacted. Let's take some of the tweet reactions. Engineer OJ here says, "Nigerians, it is important that we bring all the corruption activities of the FCT Minister Wike open so that he will be investigated. And Mr. Saint here says something is fishy. It seems the presidency wants to rubbish this fellow and clip down on his wings. Mr. Saint is alleging that Tinubu is behind this there. And this tweet here by Maximus Caesar says, time for these properties to be seized by the US government. Wike, you asked for it, and here you have it. You talk too much. Wike has become the most hated politician in Nigeria right now. And this studio by BJ says, don't ever stop till you see this to a desired end. Wike and his likes should be exposed. Wow. And this tweet here says, they fail to understand those properties belong to the country when things go sour like this one. Build and develop your country. No. This man is saying that the US is going to take over all those properties even while the court case is going on. The moment there is an issue, the property immediately becomes property of the state. And he's saying that why can't these politicians just invest in Nigeria here? They hate the country. They hate Nigeria. They hate the citizens. Now, without mincing words, I wish Nyesom Wike the worst in this matter. I wish that all the properties will be taken over by the US government. If possible, I wish he will be jailed, because I can never forgive Nyesom Wike for what he did to our votes in the 2023 elections. One APC chief was speaking after Tinubu was sworn in, and they were just celebrating, the swearing in. He said what they wanted from Rivers State was just 25% of the votes. They didn't know how Wike did it. This man took thugs, intimidated everybody, and changed the entire result to disgrace himself, not the obedient movement. Because since then, somebody who was once a politician that was appreciated in this country has now become the most hated politician in Nigeria. I wish you the worst, Wike, with everything that you lay your hands on. Anyway, make I leave am here, make I still enter town, make I go get some ogbonge political news wey una go like. Why? Because na because of una na I dey here. So don't go away. Don't go away.